Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone. A couple of things going on here. A cold front bringing us some sprinkles this morning, and then another cold front will be coming down to bring us more showers and storms, more widespread tomorrow morning. All I have to say is hi. Hi. We have a high pressure system that has been causing all the heat.
We sure do.
And that means just sinking air, compressing air, and just stifling heat. By this weekend and next week, this is going to be the next weather story. This is Tropical Storm Dean, which could intensify to a hurricane right before it enters in the Caribbean. We call this an MCC. It's a really big, fancy meteorology term. Mesoscale, kind of an area, kind of a concentrated area. Convective, so storms. Complex, so complex of storms.
Well, where is that yellow thing in the sky?
Yeah, everybody wants to know where the sun is.
I know everyone's
sure.
mad at the weather department here.
I know,
We're
but
just
that's
a messenger.
okay.
Today is a perfect day. Talking about temperatures in the 60s. Very light winds out of the south, about 5 to 10. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day for the Santa Parade, Bob. Now, you're going to be taking off in the Space Shuttle Discovery in December, and this is so cool for me because I've never talked to an astronaut, but let's get a little bit about your background. Now, you're from Illinois originally, correct?
I have a final check of weather from Josh.
Well, you know, I'm live at the Civic Center, and Mark Burnett, the manager of the Civic Center, told me that there's less than 100 tickets left for tonight's show of Rent. This is what we've got going on. Severe thunderstorm watch box until 7 a.m. this morning, and this is why. Because we saw a pretty nasty line that developed in Minnesota late last night, plowed right through Wisconsin, and now it is on top of us. The good news is there's no severe thunderstorm warnings on any of these storms right now, but just some very heavy rainfall from LaSalle, Peru to Laken, Kewaunee, and now Pontiac.
You're watching WMBD TV. Now weather with meteorologist Josh Stone.
Josh, it's another perfect day outside.
It was, and this morning, as you talked about a little bit earlier before we went to commercial break, was that lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse, which was really impressive to see. We saw a little bit early this morning. We were able to break out of here and kind of look at it in the parking lot, but it happens when the Earth cuts in front of the sun and casts its own shadow on the moon, and it was very impressive to see because the moon basically disappeared and then it resurfaced again. What's going to happen is we are looking at a cold front coming down for tomorrow, and that's going to bring us showers and storms for tomorrow and dip our temperatures in the upcoming weekend. We'll talk about that in just a second. But right now, enjoy the sunshine and the clear skies. That's what's going on right now. No clouds to talk about. You're also seeing winds coming out of the south, anywhere from 5 to 13 miles per hour, and that's helping warm our temperatures. 84 right now in Peoria with sunny skies. Heat index feels like 86, and 86 degrees currently in Bloomington. Normal heat index feels like 88 when you walk outside your front door. Other temperatures, 86 in Pekin, 93 in Havana. How about 95 in Beardstown already? It's the noon hour. They could get into triple digits as we get into the afternoon hours. Heat indices, though, feels pretty uncomfortable. I mean, upper 80s and lower to mid 90s is what it feels like, what your body feels like. Now let's talk about the river stages because we had all that rain that took place last week. Current stage here in Henry is 26.9, so almost 27. Flood stage is at 23, so above that. It should crest today, and then things will start to recede. Now, as we go further south to Peoria, 22.3 right now. Flood stage is 18, but around 22 feet is when we start to see a little bit of flooding conditions on the riverbed. So if you're around that area, just kind of watch yourself because it should crest 22.5 on Wednesday for tomorrow, and then things will start to recede. But we could get some more showers developing when that cold front does come by tomorrow afternoon. Current here in Havana is 16. The flood stage is at 14, so 2 feet above that. And Thursday it should crest at 17.6. And last on the list is Beardstown. Right now it's 12.7. Flood stage is at 14. Should crest by Sunday at 16.2. What happened 2 years ago today was one of the worst catastrophes our country has seen. Well, actually, this was the day before. This is Hurricane Katrina. It was a Category 5 with sustained winds of 175 miles per hour and gusts up to 215 miles per hour. I remember tracking this. This thing blew up like a monster the day before it hit. Unfortunately, it lost its strength before it made landfall on the coast of Mississippi and Louisiana. What's going on for the national picture? Clear skies for us. Showers and storms, though, will be kept to the north. But remember, that cold front's going to sag southward. Will bring cooler air behind it around the high pressure system and also bring us scattered showers and storms for tomorrow afternoon. 88 to 94 for a highest day. Enjoy the sunshine for tonight. Partly to mostly clear skies, 66 to 68. How about the wonderful Labor Day weekend? Here we go. Upper 70s, lower 80s, sunshine. It's going to be fabulous. And can you believe, guys, it's September on Saturday?
Pretty unbelievable.
September 1st. What happened to summer?
I don't know.
Time flies when you're having fun, Josh. All right, thank you.
Here it looks like it's going to be a pretty mild winter. Warmer than normal, 4 or 5 degrees above normal, and less snowfall, about roughly half of what we usually get in a winter.
Winters in central Illinois receive around 20, but with a projected mild winter and half the snowfall totals, don't let your guard down. All it takes is one storm.
You could have one snowstorm of 10 or 12 inches.
To forecast an entire winter season, there are many things to consider, like global weather patterns that give clues into what Mother Nature is planning. The major global weather pattern the last few months is El Niño, a warming of the equatorial Pacific waters off the coast of South America that tends to change the flow of the weather patterns across the United States. So what's going on here is that we have very warm waters that are taking place that will cause thunderstorm activity just off the coast of South America. Well, what that does is that bounces the northern jet stream well up north into Canada, but it will also bounce the southern jet stream into the southern United States, causing rain showers and thunderstorm activity, but allowing warm air to come up from the south and bring us a mild winter. So, with an El Niño set up this winter, citizens in central Illinois will enjoy the mild conditions.
When we're in an El Nino pattern, overall, it's much better for central Illinois and surrounding areas. Number of reasons. Number one, without as many cold outbreaks, your immune system stays a bit stronger. Number two, municipalities, counties don't have to spend as much money on snow removal and putting down salt for icy roads. And better for the economy. People spending more money.
Conversely, some of the negative things include seasonal economies like outdoor skiing and skating and snowmobiling and, of course, buying winter supplies.
One negative thing about El Nino that may spill over into next year, some of the insects that not only bother us but affect the agricultural community don't tend to die off as much during a warmer winter, and they may come back sooner.
Winter can also be a challenge to forecasters because Mother Nature can produce different types of precipitation that can make traveling conditions hazardous.
Because even a difference of 1 or 2 degrees, a couple thousand feet up, are going to make the difference between rain, freezing rain, snow, or sleet.
We encourage people to keep up with the latest forecasts and information. Don't just rely on the one forecast and then say that's what's going to happen. You need to keep getting the updated information as the storms change.
So now you know what to expect this winter. Warmer than normal temperatures and mild snowfall. But there's one more factor. Some days can get unseasonably warm where summer-like severe storms could develop and threaten the area.
This past winter, we had warm temperatures during the month of January. The first tornado in the United States this year was in central Illinois on January 2nd. So during the warm winters, got to pay attention to those days when thunderstorms are in the forecast.